So if you're listening to this show and watching the show today, you probably have a business, you're involved in a business, and presumably you are licensed, you've set up with the Secretary of State, you got your EAN, you got your state ID, you got your tax information. Where is it that you see small businesses get themselves in the most trouble, presumably accidentally, whether it's the renewal of these things or its expansion? Where do folks get themselves in trouble?
So it really depends on what stage of the game they're at, right? There can be challenges at every stage. When you're expanding, that can be especially tricky because when you move into new jurisdictions for the first time, you're coming up against something as a business owner that you've probably never dealt with before. You might have been right there in the thick of it when you formed your entity way back when you got started. But as you expanded into new jurisdictions, now you're going through what feels like a parallel process. It should be somewhat similar with somewhat familiar sounding names, but it's actually going to be a little bit different everywhere that you go. We have the privilege of working with over 35,000 different clients, and I've seen all kinds of crazy stuff from entities that get registered under a new name in every state where they get registered. I've seen businesses formed in one home state register under a new name with that state's name actually in the title of the name. And states will approve these sorts of things, and it creates a bit of a paperwork mess when folks realize, oh, wait, that's actually all the same entity. And if I wanted to use a different name, I should have filed a DBA. To individuals who will form a brand new entity in every jurisdiction in which they want to operate. And they wind up with a dozen LLCs instead of just one LLC qualified in all the different jurisdictions where they'd like to operate. So expansion can be really tricky.